the notes right here. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review the newest episode of Silent Live that just premiered on NBC. And usually, if I'm hanging out with my buddy, I'm not able to do them, but he had to help his brother out, so I was able to do it tonight. And this featured Claire Foy was the host, and the music guest was someone named Anderson .Paak, spelled Anderson, and then there's a dot, and there's a P-A-A-K. I never heard of him before. But, I mean, Claire Foy, I want to mention this before I forget, we just saw her in the theater in a movie, First Man, I think like 2 months ago. Or maybe a month and a half ago, maybe, or 2 months ago, or something like that. And she was fantastic in it. And they even had a commercial for First Man coming out on DVD and Blu-ray. And they talk about her performance in there. She said she gives an Oscar-worthy performance. So hopefully she'll get nominated for an Oscar. She should, along with the guy who played Freddie Mercury. I forgot his name. Off the top of my head. He should get nominated, too, for Bohemian Rhapsody, which is fantastic, too. Well, anyways, she hosts Silent Live. It just premiered on NBC. And the cold opening was Alec Baldwin. And they're talking about him and what happened. Rudy Giuliani. They had, Kate McKinnon doing to imitate him was kind of funny, like a vampire. And even Alec Baldwin, who did Trump, said he mentioned the thing about the parking thing because he punched that guy. He got in trouble for that. He mentioned that. He talks on the phone to Ben Stiller playing Robert. I forgot the character he played, but it didn't really add up to much. I thought the thing about him getting in trouble with parking space and also the imitation Rudy Giuliani was kind of funny, but aside from that, it was just, it's only okay. You know, he did do the Donald Trump thing again, but it was only alright. I give that 5.5 out of 10. Next was the monologue. The monologue, I didn't think the monologue was anything special. I just a very blasé opening. It was just average. That was a 5 out of 10. Next was the Netflix commercial, and they talk about something I've been talking about for a long time. They said that Netflix has gone crazy making shows about anything and buying everything. If you pitch an idea, they'll give you money. You can do whatever you want to. And they said you can't see all these shows in 12 lifetimes. I've been saying that for like a year or so. There's so many shows you can't watch them all. And they even did something on The Simpsons about Homer Simpson being a network recapper. I don't know what you call it, recapper, but I mean reviewer. And he said there's too many TV shows I can't keep up. And they had that one guy said, we don't care about that. We just care about if you subscribe to the channel or not. And they're talking about USA and stuff like that. No one watches USA. Shows like Role Playing are just made up. You know, and they said, you know, there's just too many shows. I've been talking about that now. I think comedy's getting self-aware. There's too many damn shows. You can't watch them all. Especially if you have a job. And if you don't have a job, how do you have the money to watch them all anyways? I mean, some people are independently wealthy, which would be fantastic. I wish that was me. Next was MSNBC that Netflix thing was brilliant. That was a 10 out of 10. I got to share that. If I see the commercial, I got to share on John's timeline. I said, see, I told you there's too many shows. That was brilliant. That was a 10 out of 10. Next was the MSNBC with that Morning Joe, and it talks about the two hosts, you know, the guy and the girl. They said they got married. I don't know if that's true in real life, but they have a lot of sexual tension. It was pretty much about that. They have other guests, but yeah, they didn't mean anything, but their tension between each other, they've done that before. It was okay. I give that 6 out of 10. Next was Letters from World War I. That was hilarious. That was incredibly, incredibly funny. That was perfect. I wish they'd do more skits like that. It was really, really, really funny. That's a 10 out of 10. I get share it with my sister. It's really good. Next was a Christmas. I put Christmas tree, but Christmas called about Dad Christmas. A commercial for that. This one airline taking a dad Christmas if your parents are divorced. Stuff like that was actually pretty good too. I give that a 8.5 out of 10. It was pretty good. Next was that musician Anderson .Paak, who I never heard of before. And he was in playing drums, and I actually kind of liked it. I kind of dug it. It was kind of like a modern day Earth, Wind, and Fire type vibe, at least on that song. And then it went into the rap music and stuff. But I thought it was pretty decent. I give that 8 out of 10. I was all right. I think my dad would have liked that too. I don't know. He wouldn't have been that big on the rap. But I think it worked perfectly the way they did it, blended it together. Next was Weekend Update, and that was hit or miss. Some big laughs, some not big laughs. Maybe a 6.5 out of 10. And they ended with a very serious note with President Bush, former President Bush passing away, and they did like a thing saying like, you know, he was always like able to laugh at himself, and they showed the Dana Carvey impersonation, which was actually nothing like the president, or not like not gonna die, not gonna die. He never really said any of that stuff. And then they showed a split screen with the president talking to Dana Carvey, said, you know, I never said that, not gonna die, not gonna die. And that was kind of nice. And it said, rest in peace, you know. And that was kind of nice. They did on a serious, and on a serious note, but they showed the stuff with Dana Carvey and then the president doing that, which one I thought was pretty nice. That was cool. Next was a Willy Wonka skit from the classic one, which I thought was really good. The setup, anyways, they showed like the beginning with the 4 grandparents in bed because they're so poor, and Charlie come over, and then the 2 grandparents start making out, and then you shoot the bed going back and forth like that, and you know, off to the side. It's probably been funny if you could see what all was going on. They were trying, Charlie was coming on, and they were trying to hide Charlie from it, and Charlie was played by Claire Foy. And Kate McKinnon was hitting, kind of like laughing. It would have been funny if you see what they were doing. You see the bed go back and forth, and they showed the whole house go back and forth. It would have been funny if the bed would have broke, because those prop bed, it looked like it was, because they were going like, they were shaking the bed back and forth. It was really good. I mean, not the funniest thing. I give that a 7.5 out of 10. I liked it though. Next was a thing from HSN about this girl who had these miniatures and she lost them, and then she was mad at herself. She was insulting herself. The insults for herself was pretty funny. I don't want to say what she said, but it was pretty funny. But I mean, not the best skit. That was decent enough. I give that 7 out of 10. Next was the music again, and this one had a really cool set. And I didn't like it as much as the other song, but I thought it was kind of neat what they did. I give that a 7 out of 10. Next was like a Long Island public access show called, like Wayne's World or something like that, called Good Morning Gooma. And that reminded me a lot of, kind of like a new version of the Coffee Talk thing that Mike Myers did a long time ago. And it was alright. I give that a 6 out of 10. I didn't think it was that funny. Then that last thing was a holiday message from the girls of SNL, and they were doing a song about the Mueller investigation and Trump getting indicted and stuff. Well, possibly Trump getting in trouble. That's the last chance. But they did it like a song or dance, and it wasn't really that funny. But they did the song and dance really well. Kate McKinnon was really getting into it with song, and they did a good job singing and dancing. It was okay, not that funny, but 7 out of 10. And that was pretty much it for the show for the most part. I thought it was pretty decent. It was a pretty strong show. And everything up. Like I said, the Netflix and the World War I letters, and those were the 2 best skits of the whole show. Overall, I'd probably give the show 7.5 out of 10. It was really decent. I think Claire Foy did a great job. I mean, they should definitely bring her back as host again, because she really blended in the role. It's not like you knew that was the host. She kind of like really blended in. She's a great actress, and she blended in with the scenery and the cast. She did fantastic. So I hope you like this review of Claire Foy hosting SNL. Just premiered on NBC. So until next time, bye please. Take care, my Legion. Now I got to put this up.